ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धिर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। We are seeing the topic of creation, under which we discuss the topic of Maya. Regarding Maya, so many features were talked about. In the last paragraph, we concluded by summing up what has been discussed. Eka anadihi santa sadasadvilakshana anirvachaniya अविद्या ज्ञानादि शब्द व्यपदेश्या सामान्य चैतन्यम आश्रिता वृत्त्यारूढ़ चैतन्य विनाश्या च माया वर्णिता. Then we have entered into the discussion on Ishvara, and the definition of Ishvara was given: Shuddha Sattva Guna Sahita Maya. Here the Panchadashi Prakriya is followed. Shuddha Sattva Guna Sahita Maya. 1. Maya endowed with the Shuddha Sattva Guna, the constituent or the quality of pure Sattva. That is the first factor called Maya. Maya Adhishthanam Chaitanyam. The Adhishthanam, the basis for Maya, the one which lends existence and shining to Maya, that Maya Adhishthanam Chaitanyam. And Maya Pratifalita Chaitanya Bhasaha, Chidabhasa. The Chidabhasa which is Pratifalita, means reflected in Maya. Iti. So Maya Pratifalita Chaitanya Bhasa, the resemblance of consciousness or reflection of consciousness which is reflected in Maya. Iti, in this manner, Trayam Militva, having three things together, come together, join together, Ishvaraha iti abhidiyate, is called Ishvara. So Ishvara is the combination of these three, just as the Jiva is also combination of three. So there in Jiva, the three constituents are Linga Sharira, Adhisthana Chaitanyam and Chidabhasa. Antakarana Pratifalita Chaitanyam. So that these three constitute Jiva is given in Panchadashi. And similarly Ishvara also is consists of these three. Saha ayam Ishvaraha, that this Ishvara is Sarvagdaha. Why Sarvagdaha? Because this Upadhi is the Shuddha Sattva Guna Sahita, therefore Sarvagdaha. Sa eva Jagataha Karanam. Saha Ishvaraha eva Jagataha Karanam, the cause of this world. And now, when it is says Ishvara is the cause, then what type of cause? That akanksha, that expectancy would be there. Why? Because Karanam Dvividham. The cause is twofold. Upadana Karanam, Nimitta Karanam cha iti. The material cause and they call efficient cause. Or another word today I saw, occasioning cause. Occasioning cause, that is another word they use. Nimitta karanam. Nimitta means occasion. So occasioning cause. One more word. So is exactly what technically conveyed is not conveyed, but nimitta is also translated as occasion. So occasioning cause means that which occasions gives rise to the effect, or that which contributes to the rise of the effect is nimitta karanam. So that idea is given by the word occasioning cause. Okay. But anyway, we should both all of us are very much exposed to Vedanta, so we know the word nimitta karanam. So nimitta karanam we generally do translate nimitta karanam. All right. Then yat karya swarupe, yat refers to karanam. Yat karanam karya swarupe pravishati. The cause which enters into the swarupa, the body of the karyam, the effect. Yad vina karyasya sthitihi nasti, without which the existence of the effect is not there. Here yad vina, yad is the dvitiya vibhakti. The vina governs the dvitiya vibhakti. Or we have to make it as a samasa. So yena vina we have to do. But without samasa if we can do, we need not imagine samasa. So yad vina. So dvitiya ekvachanam. Without which cause. So yad refers to karanam. Yat karanam vina, without which cause karyasya sthitihi nasti. There is no sustenance of the effect. Tad upadana karanam uchyate. That type of cause is called material cause. So material cause has got two features. One is it enters, it inheres the effect, and without which there is no sustenance of the effect. That type of cause is called material cause. Yatha mrit ghatasya upadana karanam. Just as the clay is the material cause of this pot. Why? Ghataswarupe mrudaha praveshaha asti. We have seen this. There is a entry of clay in Ghataswarupa, in the body of Ghata. Means where Ghata is, that clay also is present. Mrudaha praveshaha asti. Inherently present. Mrudam vina. Mrudam is Vidya. Mrudam vina Ghataha na sthitim labate. Ghataha na sthitim labate cha. Second feature also is that pot does not attain the sustenance without clay. Yet karyas, okay, that is called upadana karanam. Explanation. Now the explanation of nimitta karanam starts. Yat karyaswarupe na pravishati किंतु कार्यात् पृथक स्थितं सत् कार्यम उत्पादयति यस्य नाशेन कार्यम न विनश्यति तन्निमित्त कारणमिति अभिधीयते. So yat again karanam. Yat karanam karyaswarupena pravishati, does not enter into the body of the effect. Kintu karyat pruthak sthitam sat, but being the one remaining separate from the product, karyam utpadayati, produces the effect. And yasya nashena karyam na nashyati, by the destruction of which the product is not destroyed. That type of cause is called nimitta karanam iti abhidhiyate. Yatha ghatasya kulalo danda chakradayah cha nimitta karanani. Just as the pot maker, the wheel, the chakra, the stick, wheel, etc. are called nimitta karani. Na kulaladayah ghataswarupe pravishanti. Pot makers, etc. do not enter into the body of ghata. See, I am translating the word Swarupa as the body is the purpose. Even though generally Swarupa means nature. So nature of the pot. So really nature of the pot, if we see technically nature of pot is clay only. So Ghata Swarupe, so Mrudna Pravishati, it will amount to say in clay doesn't enter. So that is too much clay. So that therefore we have to appropriately translate. Yeah. Otherwise you may say, Swamiji, Swarupa means nature. I know, so Swarupa means nature, but here we cannot translate like that. Nature means in the configuration, if we can use the word, in the configuration of the pot, the clay does not enter. Clay does not enter. Sorry, the kulala, the pot maker does not enter. Ghatat prathak bhuta ghatam utpadayanti. So remaining separate from, pruthak bhuta means separate, remaining separate from the pot. Ghatam utpadayanti, all of them, kulaladayaha, pot makers, etc., they produce pot. Ghatotpatti anantaram kulaladinam nashe api ghato na nashyati. After the creation of the pot, even though there is a destruction of the pot makers and others, still Kataha na nashyati, pot is not destroyed. Itham upadanam nimittam iticha karanam dividam. In this manner, cause is twofold, material cause and efficient cause. I think up to this we had seen. This much we had seen, no?
A little bit, Swamiji, tippani on the previous
Yeah,
page.
is to be seen. But this Moolam we had seen this much.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Now we go to the Tippani, because Tippani is very big, so therefore I thought let us complete Moolam. Okay, first Tippani. कार्योत्पत्ति, कभी कभी ऐसा होता है ना कि टेल इज मोर देन द मेन बॉडी, सो ऐसा यहाँ कुछ है. सो सच ए लॉन्ग टिप्पणी इज देयर. कार्योत्पत्ति स्थितिलय कारणत्वम उपादान कारणस्य लक्षणम. दिस वी हैड सीन. लक्षणम इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ the upadana karanam. The material cause is being the cause for the creation, sustenance and dissolution of the effect. Upadana karanasya lakshana. Upadana karana has got this lakshana definition. Alright, then he incidentally discusses the three views regarding creation. Especially the creation of the world, there are three different views. One more view also is discussed in Brahma Sutra, where Sanghatavada also is added. And there is a shloka by Sankshepa Sharirakakara, which is a very beautiful shloka. It captures all the four views about creation very beautifully. So the shloka is Arambhavadaha Kanabhaksha Sangatavadaha Bhadanta Arambhavadaha Kanabhaksha Sangatavadah Bhadanta Sankhyaadipaksha Parinamavadaha Sankhyaadipaksha Parinamavadaha Vedanta Pakshastu Vivartavadaha. So very beautifully all four vadas regarding creations are presented. Arambhavada Kanabhaksha Paksha Sangatavada Padanta Paksha Sankhyaadi Paksha Parinamavadaha Vedanta Pakshastu Vivartavadaha. So these four views are there regarding creation. First one is called Arambhavada, which is discussed here in this Tippani also. So Arambhavada. Arambha has got the meaning new beginning. Arambha literally means beginning, but here it is the sense of new beginning. Vadaha means the view. The view that there is new beginning of the product. Creation is the new beginning of the product or beginning of a new product. Is called Arambhavada. So in Arambhavada, it is said that causal substance is different and effect substance is different. Means what? Clay is one substance and pot is another substance. So from clay, this new substance called pot is born. And clay here represents the avayavas, not clay. Clay means not one material it is seen. It is seen as this group of so many avayavas. So what is Karanadravya? So many clay particles, they are the Karanam. They are one separate substance. And from that, one more dravyam, one more substance is produced, which is called a pot. So creation or the production is the new beginning of a new substance called the product. So product creation or production is the new beginning of a new substance called the effect substance, Karya Dravyam. So for them, Karya and Karana are two substances. Unlike Vedanti or even Sankhya. So we say that substance is only one. They say no, there are two substances. So when you are seeing this clip, because pot is not there, so clip I will show. So clip is here, there are two substances. One is the plastic substance. Acha, one is the plastic substance or the plastic particles or plastic parts, and other is the clip. So two substances are there. We will ask them that we are not seeing two substances, we are seeing only one. They will say that both of them are connected by samavaya sambandha, inherent connection, inseparable connection. And therefore, even though there are two, but you are seeing as one. Like what? Milk and water. Are you seeing milk and water separately? No. Generally not. Sometimes too much milk water is added, so you can see perhaps. But generally, milk and water we are not seeing separately. So you cannot say just because two things are not seen separately, therefore two things are not there. So the Karana substance, Karana Dravya and Karya Dravya, both are there when you are seeing any product. So in product, what you are seeing as a product, it has got two substances, Karya Dravya and Karana Dravya. Two things are there. And new substance called Karyam is started, Arambha. Navasya Pruthak Karya Dravyasya Arambha Utpattihi iti Vadaha Arambhavadaha. So Arambhavada is the view that the creation is the origination of new substance called effect. This view is called the Arambhavada. Arambha means beginning, and beginning conveys the idea of the beginning of a new substance called Karya. Alright, so this is Arambhavada, which is Paksha of whom? Kanabhaksha Paksha. See, this is the beauty of the poem, no? That's Kanabhaksha Paksha. Kanabhaksha is the name of this one Rishi called Kanada Rishi. Kanada. So Kanam Atti iti Kanadaha. He was having so much vairagyam that he used to eat only collecting kana, means the grains, particles from the marketplace, or after harvesting is done, he will go to the field and whatever remaining kanas, the grains are there, he will collect, and from that he will sustain. Therefore it is called Kanadaha. And Kanam Atti iti Kanadaha. Ad dhatu. So Kanada here Kanabhaksha. So Kanam Bhunkte iti Kanabhaksha. So one who is eating Kana is called Kanabhaksha, means Kanada, Vaisheshika. So Nyaya Vaisheshika Paksha is Kanabhaksha. Paksha. Paksha means view. So view of Kanada. Arambhavada is the view of Kanada Muni. Okay. Then second is Sanghatavadaha. Bhadanta Paksha. Bhadanta means Bauddha. So Bauddha Paksha is Sanghatavada. Sanghatavada means the view of assembly or assemblage. Their view is what? They say that new substance is not born. Only these Karana Avayavas, the parts, the constituents which are causal in nature, causal constituents are just combining and available as the product. So causal constituents combine and are available as this karyam. So karana avayavanam sanghatah eva karyam. This view is called Sanghatavada. So Swami Paramarthananji gives nice example. It's like salad. Salad, what happens? You are just mixing these two. You are not cooking anything. It is not a new item come up. Only they are giving new name. See, what is there is the cabbage is there and the carrot is there and some Simla mirchi is there. So they combine. अभी यही खाते हैं ना, इसलिए तो याद है बराबर. हमारा रोज का डाइट ये है. So I don't think they miss. So they by mistake also they don't forget. So every day. So I am having. So I know this. It's called salad. So salad is what? Sanghata. Sanghata of what? So many vegetables. So many vegetables are what? Karana dravya. So Karana Dravya, which are in the form of constituents, they just come together and they are available as the Karyam. So Karyam, Karana Dravyanam, Avayava Bhutanam Sanghataha iti Vadaha Sanghatavadaha. The Sanghatavada is the view that any effect is nothing but the assemblage of causal constituents. This is called Sanghatavada. So it is different from this Arambhavada. Arambhavada also accept the Avayava, but they are accepting new substance coming up. Sanghatavada says no, there is no new substance. The causal constituents alone are assembled, available as the Karyam. New substance has not come. Nutana dravyam nasti. So new effect substance is not there. New substance called effect is not there. The causal substance, causal constituents alone are available as the effect. New substance has not come. Or the another example Swamiji gave is bundi. Bundi ka laddu. So bundi is there. You just join the bundi because bundi laddu. New substance has not come. That is why if there are so many people, they make bundis. Limited people, they bundi laddu. बस यही बात. So ये आपका सीक्रेट बता देता हूँ. So bundi and bundi laddu, where bundis are the causal constituents. They are just coming together, and we get the effect called laddu, bundi laddu. So this is the example of Sanghatavada, sweet example. That was the other one was Mrit and Ghata. Alright. Then third example, this is Sanghatavada. Third is called Parinamavada. So Parinamavada, what they say, that cause is modified into become the effect. So new substance has not come. Substance was there in a particular form and now it attains another form. So there was a cause and cause had a particular form and now that cause attains another form. And then that another form is called Karyam. So Karyam Karanasya Parinamaha. Parinama means the one which has attained different status. So different avastha, different state. So Karanasya Rupantara Praptihi or Avastantara Praptihi Parinamaha. So Karana is undergoing a change, means attaining different state and is available as Karyam. So Parinamavadaha says what? Karanasya avasthantara praptihi is Parinamaha. And this type of view regarding creation is called Parinamavadaha. And for them, what is the example? Milk and curd. See, different Vada has got different examples. So what is the example? Our Buddha only eats salad. So here they are having milk and curd. So milk, substance milk undergoes a change to become curd. New substance has not come. Substance is only one. Two substances are not there. Milk substance has undergone a change to become a curd, which is called effect. So dadhi is kshirasya parinamaha. Dadhi is a product, and what is this product? It is a parinama, is a modified form of the cause. This is called parinamavadaha, and whose view is Sankhya. And Vedanta Pakshaha tu Vivartavadaha. Whereas the view of Vedanta or Vedanti is Vivartavadaha. What is Vivartaha? Karanasya anyatha bhanam Vivartaha. Karanam appearing differently, that is called Vivarta. Vivarta means appearing differently. So Karanam, without undergoing any change, it appears differently. That appearing differently is called Vivarta, and the different form which appears, that also is called Vivarta. For example, the Sarpa which we are seeing on the rope, that Sarpa is what? Vivarta of what? Rajju. So Sarpaha Rajjoho na parinamaha. Kintu vivartaha. Vivarta means it is the one which is the different appearance of the rope, or the one which is the differently appearing form is the sarpaha. So vivarta has got bhava vyutpatti and is a karma vyutpatti. So bhava vyutpatti means vivartanam vivartaha. Appearing is also called Vivarta, and the different form which is appearing, that also is called Vivarta. But generally we use in the sense of the different form which is appearing is called Vivarta. So we say that the Sarpa, the snake, is the Vivarta of the rope. So there we are saying that which is appearing, the appeared form, the appeared form of the causal substance is called Vivarta. Or the appearance of the causal substance is also called Vivarta. But here generally we focus on the appeared form. The appeared form of the causal substance. Differently appeared form of the causal substance is called Vivarta. Anyway, so I am making some subtle difference. Generally we say appearance of the causal substance is Vivarta. That is simple one. But there is, if you think little more, there is some division of Vivarta word. Alright. In simple words, let me tell you the simple thing. Vivarta is the different appearance of the causal substance. Means what? Causal substance is one, but it appears differently, without undergoing any change. So without undergoing any change is very important. So without undergoing any change, the causal substance appears differently. That particular view is called Vivarta. Vivartavadaha. Alright. This is Vedanta. And this is, we have seen only with reference to Drashtanta. Dashtanta, what will we say? They will say Arambhavada, they will say that all Paramanus put together, they become the Anu, Dvanuk, etc. and then creation come about. So causal constituents, they join together and give rise to a new substance, that is called Arambha. And in Dashtanta also, all Paramanus join together and finally give rise to different objects. Different Mahabhutas and the products of Mahabhutas. So entire Prapancha Of course, not entire prapancha, because some things they consider nitya also. So all anitya padartha in the universe, they are the arambha, the new what is called substance born of this original substance called the causal substance. So from the causal substance, this universe has come as a new product. That is Arambhavada. Sangatavada will say that all constituents come together and make prapancha. Sankhya, they will say that Maya, they don't use the word Maya, they use the word Pradhanam. Pradhanam is modified into this universe. That is Parinamavada. And Vedanta is saying what? Brahman is appearing as the world. This is Vivartavada. Alright, these are the four Vadas. Out of these four, the three Vadas are discussed by the Tippanikara. Now he says, Jagadutpatti Vishaye. With regard to the creation of the world, Arambha Parinama Vivartavadanam Madhye. Madhye means among these three views, Arambhavada, Parinamavada, Vivartavada, among these three, Vivartavadaha eva Shreyan. Vivartavada, the view of apparent change, alone is the best, is better. In fact, Shreyan has got the comparative, is better. Iti, in this manner, Vicharataha Siddhyati is established on inquiry. Vicharataha means on inquiry, it is established. Tathahi, explanation follows. So how this Vivartavada is Shreyan, that is explained. For that, each view is explained. First, Arambhavada is explained. Savayavaihi anekehi karanadravyehi sanyoga sachivaihi ekam avayavi karyam utpadyate iti Arambhavadaha. So he explains what is Arambhavada. The view of new beginning. That is the translation we can give. The view of new beginning. The view of beginning is the view of new beginning. Achha, what is this? Their view. Savayavehi anekehi karanadrabyehi. By the causal substance, aneka, many. By many causal substances which are having parts. So means many avayavas. Many avayavas put together is called Karanadravya. So Karanadravya will have many avayavas. Like this clip is born of Karanadravya, which will have so many plastic particles. So Savayavehi anekehi Karanadravyehi, by the causal constituents, by many causal constituents which are having parts. Sanyoga Sachivehi. Here one more technical point he brings in. That Karana Dravya, they can give rise to the Karya Dravya only when they combine through a Sambandha called Sanyoga Sambandha. So therefore there is Sanyoga Sachivehi, having the assistance of Sanyoga, assembling or connection. For them Sanyoga is a guna. So Sanyoga Sachivehi. Sanyoga Sachiva is the adjective for Karana Dravya. So by Karana Dravya, the causal substances which are having the assistance of Sanyoga, Ekam Avayavi Karyam Utpadyate. One Avayavi, whole, one whole Karyam, effect, Utpadyate is produced. So by many Avayava Dravya, one Avayavi, Avayavi means the whole, the one who has got the parts called Avayavi, the whole entire entity called Karyam Utpadyate. So here their journey is what? From many to one. So many causal constituents are there, they give rise to one effect. So many to one is the view of Nayayikas. Sankhya will say one to many. Here they say many to one. So many Karana Dravyas give rise to one Avayavi Karyam. So Ekam Avayavi Karyam. So Karanam is what? Aneka, Karyam is Ekam. Karanam is Avayava, Savayava, whereas the Karyam is Avayavi. And this Karana Dravya, by this Karana Dravya, Karyam Utpadyate is produced. So by the causal constituents, the effect substance is produced. Iti Arambhavadaha. This is the view of new beginning. Just now we had seen the explanation. Arambhavadaha. So their journey is from many to one. So many karanas give rise to one karyam. Vedanti says what? From one karanam, these many karyas are born. Even Sankhya also is a one karanam, pradhanam. Whereas this one, this Nayayika says many karanas give rise to one karyam. Yatha, he said, अनेक वस्तु अनेक तंतुभिः संयोग सचिवैः एकं पटरूप कार्यम उत्पद्यते इति अयम आरंभवादः. He gives the दृष्टांत. Just as अनेकैः तंतुभिः is a very good better example compared to even pot and clip, because tantu many we can see also. Yatha अनेकैः तंतुभिः, by many threads, संयोग सचिवैः, with the help of the sanyoga, the connection, ekam patarupa karyam utpadyate, one effect in the form of cloth or utpadyate is produced. Iti ayam, in this manner is arambhavadaha. So many threads are the causal constituents and they give rise to one cloth, which is the effect substance. Iti ayam arambhavadaha. And here they give further details. The tantus are samavayi karanam and sanyoga are asamvayi karanam. But don't bother about it. They give the name. Sanyoga means inherent cause and sanyoga is non-inherent cause. So samvayi karanam is tantu and is asamvayi karanam is sanyoga. So both are there, both are required. So merely the threads, if threads are just kept little bit away from them, not having sanyoga proper, then cloth will not be created. So tantu should be assembled. So assemblage also should take place among this tantu, the threads, then only the karyam, the cloth, effect cloth will be produced. Therefore, sanyoga sachiva. Sachiva means assistant. So, tantus having the assistants in the form of sanyoga give rise to the effect called pata. See, to understand that you have to understand the way of thinking of Nayayikas. For them, sanyoga is an assistant because sanyoga is a guna, is a padartha. So therefore, that is how their language is that. But even if you don't know language, doesn't matter. With the help of the connection, assemblage, the threads give rise to the effect called pata, cloth. Iti ayam arambhavadaha. Okay. Now, atra mate, asmin mate, atra mate means asmin mate. In this view, karya karanayoho atyanta bhedaha abhyupagamyate. The complete difference is accepted between the effect and cause. Effect is one substance, then the cause is another substance. Then as I told you, we will ask them, but we are seeing only one thing. When we are seeing one pot, we are not seeing two substances. How do you say that they are altogether different substances? Then as I said, Nirakshira Nyayana, they will give the answer. By giving the example that sometimes two things are there together, but you don't see it. It is there. And they Karya Karana are connected by Samavaya Sambandha. And Samavaya Sambandha is the connection characterized by non-separation. Therefore, they are two things, but they are inseparably connected. So they are two things but inseparably connected. Therefore, you are seeing as one. Like water and milk. Okay, atyanta vedaha vyupagamyate. Jagadutpatti vishaye arambhavadaha na sambhavati. Now the Siddhanti is telling, see, somehow if you want to accept in the ghata, pata, etc., perhaps it is okay. Is one more way of explanation. Not completely right, but we can somehow accept it. But Jagadutpatti Vishaye Arambhavadaha na sambhavati. With regard to the creation of this world, Arambhavadaha, the view of new beginning is na sambhavati, is not possible. Why? Advitiya Brahmanaha अपरिच्छिन्नत्वेन निर्वयवत्वात् न ततः सावयवम jagat पृथक jayeta. He said Advitiya, non-dual Brahman, is aparichinna, limitless. Therefore it is one. And he does not have any desha, kala, vastu, paricheda, and therefore it does not have any parts. Niravayavatvat. It is partless. And therefore, na tataha savayavam jagat pruthak jayeta. So Karanam is not available as many constituents. In Arambhavada, the Karanam should be available as many constituents, whereas Brahman, which is supposed to be the cause, is not manifold, is not having many avayavas. And therefore what? It cannot from tataha, tata means Brahmanaha. Therefore also Brahmana, tataha Brahmanaha savayavam jagat pruthak na jayeta. So from that Brahman which is Niravayava, the Savayavam Jagat, the world with parts, Pruthak, separate Jagat, na Jayeta, would not be born. According to them, what should be the view? From the cause, the world which is having so many parts, it will be born. Avayavi will have so many avayavas. So Avayavi which is having so many avayavas, that type of Karyam, Jagat, cannot be born from Brahman. Why? Because Brahman is partless. In Arambhavada, the cause has to be Savayava, having so many constituents, so many parts, that itself is not available in Siddhanta. Therefore, Arambhavada is not possible. So Brahman, which is supposed to be the cause, cannot have the creation of Savayava, Karyam, Jagat, as a new substance. See, in Arambhavada, what we have to say? From manifold Brahman, this Jagat, a separate substance, is born. So that will not fit in because Brahman is partless. And also so many other problems will happen. Our Siddhanta is that Jagat is mithya, non-separate, and that non-separate, this Jagat, is born of this manifold Brahman, will not go well. Therefore, Arambhavadaha na yujyate. So here one thing to be noted. We are not going into the completely side of the Arambhavada and discussing. We are retaining our stand that Brahman is the Karanam. If Brahman is the Karanam, then this Arambhavada model will not be used. That's what we are saying. Otherwise, they are explaining that the Paramanus, from that this Anu and Dvanuk and all this come. We are not going to do that. We are retaining that Brahman is the Karanam. And from Brahman, the Jagat cannot be born by the model of Arambhavada. That is the idea conveyed. We are not totally going into that discussion that how about for Paramanu, the Anu, etc. come and then creation. That is not the discussion. Here discussion is what? When Brahman is the Karanam, then which model can be used? This Arambhavada cannot be used. That was said. Okay. Otherwise the discussion will be different. Okay. Now second is Parinamavadaha api na prapanchotpatti vishaye yujyate. The view of modification also is not tenable. Na yujyate means not fitting, not tenable. Prapanchotpatti vishaye, with regard to or in the subject matter of the creation of this universe. So in the subject matter of the creation of this universe, the view of modification also is not tenable. How? Karanavastunah प्राक सिद्ध कारणावस्था परित्याग पूर्वक अवस्थांतर प्राप्ति ही परिणामः. So what is modification? That is defined here. Parinama is avastantara prapti, attainment of different state. How? Karanavastha parityaga purvaka, attainment of different state preceded by the renunciation, giving up of the causal state, which was prak siddha, which was obtaining earlier. So having given up the earlier state, earlier causal state, and attaining the another state, that is called parinama. And he will give the example. Yatha mrit parinamaha घटः इति प्रधान परिणामः जगदिति च सांख्याः वदन्ति. Just as mrit parinamah घटः, pot is the modification of clay, iti. Similarly, pradhana parinama, yatha mrit parinama घटः iti, this is one example. Similarly, tatha pradhana parinamah jagaditi cha. So two statements they are making, therefore iti cha. So just as the example is mrit parinamah ghataha, similarly pradhana parinama. Here pradhana parinama is not karmadharaya, it is shashti tat purusha. Pradhanasya parinamah, not to pradhana parinamah. So pradhanasya, this pradhana, what they call prakriti. So parinama, the modification of pradhana, material substance. Pradhana means material principle, is called pradhana. It is a sankhya. They call prakriti or pradhana. So pradhanasya parinamaha jagat. The world is the modification of pradhana, a material principle. Iti cha, in this manner, sankhyaha vadanti. Sankhya are talking about. So sankhya says drishtanta they talk about and dashtanta they talk about. They will say that mrit parinama ghataha and similarly pradhana parinama jagat. In this manner sankhya are telling. And this is one view. In parinamavada also two varieties are there. One is pradhana parinama jagat. The world is the modification of the fundamental material principle called pradhana prakriti. This is one view, which is Sankhya view. And second view is Brahma Parinamaha Jagat. Jagat is the modification of Brahman. Iti kechana upasakaha manyante. In this manner, many meditators think. They are described in Mandukya Karika. Upasana Shreto Dharmaha. There, Mandukya Karika, this view is that some upasakas are saying that the world, the Brahman has modified into the Jagat, Jiva and Jagat. And then there is a reversibility. So you do sadhana, then the Jiva Jagat will go back to Brahman. So the Brahman is modified into Jagat, and now you do sadhana etc. So Jagat will go back to Brahman. Or with Pralaya Avastha, this world will go back to Brahman. So this is Vishishtadvaiti also believes like this. So they say that Jagat is the modification of Brahman. Even Pantheism they say that. Pantheism what they say? That there was God and God has become the world. God is not available. God has become the world. So everything is nothing but God. God means what? God's modification. God is alone modified into this world. Like what? Milk is modified into this curd. Now milk is not available. From curd you cannot make tea. Regular tea. Some people say I will make some tea. But जिसको हम चाय बोलते हैं वो नहीं होता है. So, so tea milk is not available. Similarly, this Brahman is not available. Pantheism, the Ishvara is not available. Whereas this Vishishtadvaiti will add this reversibility. It can go back to Ishvara, go back to Brahman. So this is one more view. So one is the Maya Parinamaha, not Maya, Pradhana Parinamaha Jagat. Why I am not using Maya? Because they don't like, Sankhya don't like the word Maya. Because Maya conveys some idea of Mithya, and Sankhya don't like the material principle to be Mithya. Therefore, they don't use the word Maya. We use the word Maya for what they call Pradhana. Alright. So, Pradhana Parinamaha Jagat is one view, Parinamavada, and second is Brahma Parinamaha Jagat is another view. So, in Parinamavada also there are two subdivisions. One is Pradhana Parinamaha Jagat, second is Brahma Parinama Jagat. So that is said Brahma Parinamaha Jagat iti Kechan Upasakaha Manyante. Tad Ubhayam Sutra Bhashyakaraadivihi Khanditam. Both of them are Khanditam, dismissed by Sutrakara in Brahma Sutra. Ikshater Na Shabdam. The Panchama Adhikarana is there. Four, generally we study four. The fifth one is Ikshatyadhikarana. So there it is dismissed that Pradhanam cannot be the cause of this world. So Sutra and Bhashyakara also has dismissed Sutra and Bhashyakara. Sutrakara is indicated, Bhashyakara elaborated. So this is Khanditam. And also Adi is there. Adipadena, the Karika Kara. Mandukya Karika also the dismisses this view of this Brahma Parinama. Brahma Parinama Jagat is dismissed. Alright. Then, how this Brahma Parinama Jagat is asangatam? That is said here, Chaitanyasya Akashadapi Sukshpatvena Niravayavatvad Eva Upasakamatam Atyantam Asangatam Eva. He says, the view of the meditators that the world is the modification of Brahman is totally untenable. Atyanta asangatam. By saying that, what is indicated? Sankhya Mata to some extent we can accept. Thoda concession de diya. When he said, I have two sons and one is very idiot, means what other son is less idiot. So, so similarly here is Atyanta Asangatam. So this view of the Upasaka that the world is the modification of Brahman is completely untenable. So Upasaka Matam Atyantam Asangatam Eva. Indeed it is completely untenable. Why? Chaitanyasya akashadapi sukshpatvena. Chaitanyam, which is Brahman, is sukshma, is subtle, even compared to space. Since Chaitanyam, Brahman, is subtler than even space, therefore what? Niravayava, partless. When Akasha itself is partless, then what to talk about Brahman, which is more subtle than Akasha. So Akashadapi Sukshmatvena Niravayavatvat. Upasaka Matam Asangatam Eva. So since Brahman is Niravayava and Niravaya therefore Nirvikara. So Brahma Nirvikaram. Why? Niravayavatvat Akashavat. And therefore, being partless, Brahman being partless, it cannot undergo any modification. And for that reason is got given what? That why it is Niravayava? Because it is Sukshma. Sukshma compared to what? Akasha. And how do you say that Chaitanyam is subtler than Akasha? Two reasons are there. One is Chaitanyam is considered to be causal substance. And cause is subtler than the effect. And Akasha is the effect and Brahman is the cause, therefore it is subtle. Second reason is that Akasha has got one guna, and guna is the basis for grossness, and Brahman is nirguna, and therefore Brahman being nirguna, Akasha being ekagunaka, Brahman is sukshma, because the subtlety is measured is inversely proportional to the number of qualities. Prithvi is the grossest because 5 gunas. Akasha is the subtlest among them because 1 guna. So as the number of guna reduces, the subtlety increases. And so Akasha has got 1 guna, Brahman has got no guna. And no guna is less than the 1 guna, and therefore subtlety of Brahman is more. And therefore it is Niravayava. So Brahma Niravayavam. Why? Sukshmatvat Akashavat. And then again we will do Anumana. Brahma Nirvikaram. Why? Niravayavatvat Akashavat. So like that, by this we suggest that Brahman cannot undergo any modification. And therefore the Parinamavada, that Jagati, the Parinama, the modification of Brahman, is Atyantam Asangatam Eva. So Sankhya Mata sometimes we accept, but we tell them that when we are telling that Pradhana Karyam is Jagat, then we say Pradhana is Mithya. So Sankhya people will say that in Bhagavad Gita also Vidhi Prakriti Sambhavan. So the 13th chapter, all the elements are said to be born of Prakriti. And Bhagavan in the Shvetashvatar Upanishad also it is given Mayam tu Prakritim Vidyat. So Maya which is what is called parallel to this Pradhanam is said to be Prakriti, and Prakriti means material cause. So in Upanishad itself this Pradhana or Pradhana like thing is called Prakriti, material cause. And therefore Sankhya may argue that our view is accepted in Vedas. Then we tell them, okay, we are ready to accept Maya as the cause. We are going to say Maya also is the cause. But Mithya Maya is the cause. Are you ready to accept? If you are telling based on Vedanta, based on this Upanishad Vakya, that Maya is accepted as the cause, so Pradhana is accepted as cause, but Pradhanam is considered to be Mithya, Pradhanam is considered to be Purusha Nishtha, based on the Purusha. So that part you are not accepting. So Ardha Jaratiya Nyaya is there. Therefore your Parinamavada is not acceptable. We can accept, but with a clause. What? The Pradhanam which is the Karanam is Mithya. Pradhanam which is the Karanam is presided over by Brahman. All these things if you accept, then we are okay. In fact, somewhere Bhashyakara says that if you say that this Jagat is Mithya and Atma, this Atma is only one, then whatever you said we will accept. We are not here to dismiss you. Only these two things you drop. So we will accept. So Sankhya Mata, we have quite good friendship. Only in subtle level we dismiss. Like our opposition party members, they will be fighting, but when they go outside, we are national ambassadors. They said we did the right thing, Pradhan Mantri did the right thing. So we also Sankhya, we don't have problem. We can accept them. So when we are talking about this Astika Mata, Sankhya is very close to Vedanti. And therefore we accept them. But this view that Brahman is modified into the Jagat is Atyantam Asangatam Eva. Itham, in this manner, Parinamavadaha api na yujyate atra. The view of modification is also not tenable in this regard. Atra means what? Srishti Vishaye, Prapanchotpatti Vishaye. That is the meaning of Atra. Here, in the subject matter of, in the context of the creation of this universe, this is not tenable. Okay, this is Parinamavada. See here, Parinamavada, he has not dismissed so much about the Sankhya Parinamavada. He dismissed the Upasaka Parinamavada. Sankhya Parinamavada is to be understood how it is dismissed. How we dismiss? We say that this Pradhana is not an independent reality. If you consider independent reality, then Anirmoksha Prasanga, Bhashyakara somewhere he says that if Pradhanam is independent, then it can create the world again for Purusha. Purusha with great difficulty gets rid of Maya, again Maya will come. The Pradhanam will come. Again it will create samsara. Therefore, it is not considered to be independent reality. It is negated, then it is no more creating samsara. That is our view. But they consider it to be independent. Alright. And therefore, Parinamavada na yujyate. Now the third one is Vivartavada, which we'll see in the next class. Acha, the next class will be Thursday, no? Now? Yes. Okay. Thursday. So Thursday, can we meet little 15 minutes early? 11:15?
Yes, sir.
Because I have to go for Viksha. So that's why. So we'll at 12:15 or something will conclude. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.